welcome to the Wong Way Street podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Wong, and this podcast is dedicated to self-discovery and personal growth that will help you find your personal GPS. Life, as we know, can be unpredictable, and when the path we thought we were meant to follow takes unexpected turns, it's time to recalibrate those turns and discover endless possibilities. Join us on the Wong Way Street podcast today to find your true direction. Let's dive in. Hey, welcome back to another episode. So we're going to talk about the power of mentorship, and I'd like to share my own personal experience. To provide some context, first let me explain my family dynamics. So I have two older brothers, and there's quite a bit of an age gap between us. I have one brother that's 8 years older, and I have another brother that's 11 years older. So when they started their own families, I was actually still in college at the age of 19. And when they started to have kids, I knew that I wanted to become the best aunt possible to them. From the time that my nieces and my nephew were born, I wanted to create lasting memories with them. I babysat every moment that I could. And as they got older and became teenagers, I took them to concerts where it was NSYNC and Britney Spears. And I would take my nephew to these sporting events, the Mets, the Yankees, the Knicks. We'd be watching countless movies. We did even these imaginary plays where we would be our own make-believe Judge Judy courtrooms. I even had this one time where I took all 5 of them and we took a road trip to New Hampshire, and I remember driving in my brother's minivan. Now, little did I know that my subconscious was actually working, and it was directing my energy and my devotion towards these kids for reasons yet to be revealed. As the years passed, my nieces and my nephew got older, and they set their own journeys through higher education. There was a time that I really had an aha moment that struck me. And it was one of my nieces. She had reached out to me during her first year of college. And I remember it was kind of late in the evening, so I was half asleep. And she was so excited. And she wanted to tell me that she had delivered her first speech in front of the class. And she wanted to tell me that the topic was, who do you most admire? And to my surprise, she chose to speak about me. I was honestly in shock, and I did my best to hold back my tears in hearing that. Because in that moment, I couldn't help but reflect that all the love and effort I had poured into their lives, going beyond the role of an aunt and striving to be their mentor, was enough to make an impact. This incident served as a catalyst for my personal growth. It just reinforced the significance of a mentorship role that I didn't know I assumed, and the positive impact that it had on their lives. Now, I naturally ended up extending my guidance to my professional life as well. In my 30 years of being in media buying industry, I work with multiple assistants. And I recognized that I had immense value of being a mentor. So I embraced the same role for each assistant that crossed my path. I created an environment where they felt comfortable to seek guidance, to seek support, both in their professional life and their personal life. I always had an open door policy, and that became the cornerstone of our mentor-mentee relationship. And that just allowed them not to just grow professionally, but also as individuals. Now, I want to go a little bit deeper into a significant aspect of this journey. And that's one that involves facing judgment and feeling pressure due to societal expectations. Throughout my life, I've encountered numerous instances where my parents and others have questioned my choice not to have children. They're well-meaning, but sometimes intrusive inquiries, such as, why don't you want to have children? Who's going to take care of you when you get older? And comments about how I might regret my decision. All of that weighed heavily on me, especially when my family and friends who were my age were all having children. Now, it's not that I didn't want to have children. It's just that it didn't happen in that path, but I have absolutely no regrets on it. However, the pressure to conform to traditional norms and expectations can be incredibly challenging. Why? Because it evokes self doubt and a sense of inadequacy. But little did I know that while I was grappling with these external pressures, my subconscious was quietly guiding me towards an extraordinary and unexpected path, a path of mentorship. As I reflect on my role to my nieces, my nephew, and all my former assistants, I now understand that mentorship has no boundaries. It's a connection that's formed through genuine care, support, and guidance. The impact that one can have as a mentor goes far beyond the limitations imposed by societal expectations. In my own journey, I have witnessed this power. The relationships that I cultivated allowed me to make a genuine difference in their life. I provided them with a safe space to share their aspirations, their fears, their dreams. And I always made sure that I offered guidance and support, both personally and professionally. Anything to help them navigate through the challenges and uncertainties that they faced. It's through these experiences that I realized the immense significance of mentorship. Not only for the mentees, but also for the mentor. The fulfillment and the joy that comes from seeing them grow, seeing them succeed, and finding their own path is really indescribable. Recently, two of my former assistants invited me to meet them for dinner. And each one of them were telling me how much they've grown since they've worked for me. I'm just so proud of each of them. Each mentee of mine became a source of inspiration and a reminder that anyone, regardless of your personal circumstance, has the power to make a lasting impact on the lives of others. All that being said, I do encourage you to make a difference in someone's life by being a mentor, by being their support system. Invest the time in them. Embrace the chance to touch their lives, to nurture their potential, and to make a meaningful difference. Ignore the societal expectations and embark on your own journey of mentorship, knowing that the impact we have on others knows no boundaries. And in closing, I wish to extend my gratitude to Cindy, Matt, Tiffany, Danielle, Amanda, and all the remarkable media assistants I've had in my 30-year career. I'm so sorry there are too many to list, but you know who you are. This episode is a tribute to the love and appreciation I hold for each one of you. Your presence in my life has enriched me beyond measure, and I'm profoundly grateful for all the memories, the invaluable lessons, and the continuous, unwavering support you have given me. I love you all, and thank you for being the inspiring forces that continue to shape my path.